Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 4 video. And in today's video, we're going to be using Yair Rodriguez ahead of his main event fight against Brian Ortega this Saturday. And we're going to be taking on El Plurb and Bruce Lee. Now, for those of you guys that are newer to the sport and might not know who Yair Rodriguez is, this guy is one of the most creative and best strikers in the UFC featherweight division. I'm not going to lie. His last fight against Max Holloway in a losing effort was honestly could have been arguably the fight of the year. So we're going to try to replicate that here in the game. So the one thing is, if you're going to be using Yair Rodriguez here in UFC 4, you really have to use the kick. So we're going to be trying to do that against Bruce Lee, but look at how fast Bruce Lee moves, man. And his kicking setups are ridiculous. So we're just trying to get a good feel. We're trying to establish a rhythm, but we're trying to not get pressured as well. So we're trying to go down to the body. Nice jumping front kick right there. This shit is one of the most annoying kicks. I remember they had to patch that because a lot of people were doing that, and it was virtually, you couldn't punish it unless you like really timed out a minor step. So thank you, EA, for actually doing something right with UFC 4. So we're just still hopping in and out, still trying to find the timing. We've landed some good kicks already. We landed the spinning wheel kick, landing the jab straight, roundhouse kick to the body. Nice jumping roundhouse right there by him. Alleviates the pressure a little bit. Catching him with a good front kick. Try to catch him with another wheel kick, but he's not going to get hit by the same thing more than once. This guy actually is a pretty good player, I'm not going to lie. He's been in a lot of my other videos as well, and we've always had really good fights. So we're just trying to take our time, feigning, catching him with some calf kicks. You see he's in southpaw, so we might have to switch stance at some point if he starts checking kicks. But so far so good with the kicks. We're landing them at a high rate, getting that good feel in, catching him with a roundhouse kick to the body, catching him with another one, landing those things with a lot of frequency. Double jabbing, don't catch him with the straight. Starting to apply a little bit of that Crooks pressure, but we have to be aware of not only how good the user that's using Bruce Lee is, but how quick and good Bruce Lee is on his own. Catch him with another roundhouse or spinning heel kick. Now he's just kind of throwing a little bit of crazy stuff. Just trying to space it out. That kick is starting to become a real big problem, that jumping back kick to the body. But I really like the way that this guy is using Bruce Lee, I'm not going to lie. He's staying patient. He's not overcommitting on his kicks. So we're just taking our time, catching him right there with a clean combination with a double rip to the body. Not putting ourselves at too big of risk. Still catching him with that roundhouse kick to the body. Mixing it up inside the pocket right there, which you guys know I love to do. Using Yair to damn near perfection, except for when we get caught with that overhand right there. But overall, really solid round as long as we don't get caught with anything big here in the closing seconds. And that's going to be the end of the first round. Very, very clean, solid work. This is, if you're going to be using Yair Rodriguez, you have to live with these kind of fights. You have to be able to fight from the outside, get in when you need to, and get the hell out because you don't want to get taken down. In this matchup, I mean, this is a little bit easier of a matchup for Yair because Bruce Lee is primarily a stand-up fighter, but if you're fighting somebody like Volkanovski, you don't want to get taken down. You really, really don't. So just be aware that if you're going to be using Yair, and he really is a really good hidden gem fighter in UFC 4, just because he's not on the top fighters list. Here we're catching him with a good switch kick to the body, ripping down to the body still. And now you see this guy is fighting pretty well off his back foot. Catches us with that broken ass spin kick to the head. Don't know why Bruce Lee has that, but it is what it is. It caught us, got us a rock, so now we need to get that damage back. We're looking for opportunities like Yair does in real life. And if you guys haven't watched, like I said earlier, if you guys haven't watched any Yair fights, you need to go watch his win against Chan Sung Jung. Absolutely incredible. The up elbow that he hit him with in the closing seconds of that 5th round to get the win. It was one of the most shocking finishes I've ever seen in my life. So if y'all haven't, make sure to go peep that fight out. So here, nice head kick right there into a straight. Chopping out that leg as he's moving back. Nice jumping back kick to the body. Starting to do a lot of damage to our body, so we need to be aware of that. We catch the kick right there, try to trip him, but he was on it. He misses on that kick. We overhand him right there, try to jump into his guard, but he hit us with a clean up kick. We got that damage back that we needed, though. Gotta be careful with them kicks. He must not know, or must not remember that I'd be countering kicks with those overhands. A very, very good way, if you guys don't use the overhands, to counter kicks and to make people stop kicking, is to counter it with an overhand off of a whiff. Does major damage. So now we pretty much got this round in the bag because we did get that knockdown, and we counter another leg kick right there with an overhand. Chopping down to the body, then back up to the head, trying to get that little mix in. But we're not overcommitting. You notice how I'm just staying patient. I'm not trying to overcommit. Just taking our time. And if this does hit the ground at any point, Bruce Lee's ground stats and Yair's ground stats are pretty similar. So it would be it'd kind of be a neutral position for the both of us, and it would really come down to whoever has the best timing and best experience on the ground really would be able to get the better of it. So we're just taking our time, still launching that body kick off. It's landing nicely. But now he's trying to smother just a little bit more than he was before. So we need to be aware of that when we're throwing kicks. Mixing in the timing, still trying to catch him. As we catch him right there with a good lead hook. Heard him double jabbing into that block. Trying to break the block down. We don't want to launch a kick to put ourselves at huge risk of getting finished. But we do get hurt right there with a nice clean rear uppercut lead hook combination that he threw off. And that's going to be the end of the second round. Very solid work from us, but we did get caught right there. And that's the trouble. This is one thing that frustrates the hell out of me about UFC 4 is when you have your opponent in trouble, it's so damn easy for them to come back. So we just need to be careful going into this third round that we don't let him gain any momentum or flash KO us. So we touch gloves and we're back underway. And see, we're still trying to space it out. We're throwing off a lot more switch kicks now. And now he's starting to counter that kick. So we just need to be careful and mix up the timing as to when we're throwing it. He's still trying to go with that uppercut inside the pocket. We're throwing out jabs and straights at awkward timings just to try to catch him. Just to try to get a feel for what he's trying to do. And to keep a threat out there. Sometimes you just need to throw one strike just to, just for the threat to really be there. So we're cracking to the body. Trying to jab straight. Catch him with a good roundhouse kick to the body. Jabbing into that block. Try to hit him with a three-piece, but only the last strike ended, or the last strike landed. Missed on the wheel kick. There's a jumping switch kick to the head right there. Very clean work by him. We got to try to get out of there. Oh, he catches us with a front kick right there. It's not looking good for you, boy. It's not looking good. So now the momentum, like I said at the beginning of this round, we didn't want to let him gain momentum, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's really gained a lot of momentum in this round with those two rocks and that knockdown. So we need to try to reset, try to establish a different kind of rhythm, because obviously he has the rhythm that we're fighting at. He was able to get those two knockdowns. So we either need to speed it up or slow it down. And most of the time I'm going to try to speed it up. But here with Yair, I'm actually just staying really patient with it. Trying to crack at that leg, trying to get him to switch stance, which he does right there. So where we want him at. Jabbing into that block, trying to apply a little bit of pressure, trying to get him to back up. Trying to use that realistic strategy of if somebody's going to try to kick you, you want to get him moving backwards. So we're just taking our time, try to catch him with that straight head kick. We could have block countered right there, but I honestly didn't expect him to go to the body. I thought a kick was coming. So crack him with a good, nicely timed straight. Misses on that front kick. We feint the calf kick into the straight, rip to the body, then back up to the head. So now we're starting to gain a little bit of momentum. Starting to gain a little bit of momentum, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking that block down as well. Block that kick, countered with a nicely timed straight body kick. Just taking our time. That wheel kick doesn't land, but we're still, the threat of it is all that matters, is the wheel kick, because it's going to set up our front kick. Hit us with a nicely timed kick right there, and now we're in trouble. We're down on the ground. We're trying to post up a hook, and we're able to post it up. And now he doesn't have any stamina. This is the worst position to be in UFC 4. We're on top. We're raining down good ground and pound strikes. And we're going to be able to get the dub right there. No lie, if I was this guy, I'd be mad as hell, bro. I got to give him great fight respect. He did knock us down. Fortunately, we were able to get that sweep with Yair Rodriguez and get the finish. But call it a comeback if you want. Call it UFC 4 logic. Whatever you want to call it, we still got the dub. But that's it, guys, for the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. It'd be much appreciated. But until the next video, guys, take it easy. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I'll see y'all in the next one.